549, Todd Jeffries and Don Pryor.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have found the Todd and Don Show. What would you think is the most American car, the most American vehicle?
Well,
Just take a wild guess.
I'm going to say the Ford Mustang is what just popped into my head.
No, you'd be wrong.
Am I wrong?
You'd be totally wrong.
Okay.
You'd actually be totally wrong.
Okay.
How about the Jeep Cherokee? It is the most American vehicle that we currently have.
Why is it more American than the Ford Mustang?
Well, this is what the story is. There's a car out there, that says America all over it.
America.
And according to Cars.com, the 2019 American-Made Index, the Jeep Cherokee is the most American car. Yeah, the index looks at the vehicle with the most domestic parts and cars that provide the most jobs in the United States. The Jeep Cherokee is built in Belvidere, Illinois. It contains 72% of domestic parts made in the USA.
All right.
72% USA.
I'm going to go buy me a Jeep this afternoon.
Now, 3 Honda models manufactured in Lincoln, Alabama. Also the Ridgeline, the Passport, they're next on the list. The Chevy Corvette built in Bowling Green, Kentucky, rounds out the top 5 American-made vehicles.
You've been a Corvette owner. I
Yes.
salute you.
Yes.
I salute you.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'd feel better about you if you had a Jeep. But
Did you
okay.
hear about this car dealership in Alabama? They got a different kind of promotion that they're working on.
The Ford dealership in Chatham, Alabama, celebrating the 4th of July with a special sale. If you buy a new or certified pre-owned car or truck, sales manager Colby Palmer says they'll throw in some special promotional items.
They're also going to get a Bible, an American flag, and also 12-gauge shotgun.
The flag and the Bible will come with the vehicle. You'll have to pick up the shotgun at a participating gun dealer after passing a background check. The offer runs through the end of July. Jack Callahan, Fox News.
Now, that's how you sell vehicles, my friend. You get a Bible, an American flag, and a shotgun.
God and bullets, man.
God bless the USA,
Chevy,
man.
God and bullets.
You got a problem with this at all? I mean,
No.
No, not at all.
I don't think I have a problem with
All
it.
3 of those things are okay.
If that's going to work for you, go get you a car.
Have you seen?
Come see us.
Have you seen what the Hubble has seen out in space? There are soccer balls apparently floating around in space.
What?
Not quite exactly soccer balls, but the Hubble Space Telescope has identified soccer ball-shaped molecules, and the discovery is very important for scientists. They were found amid a gas and dust field area in the space there beyond the solar system, between the other star systems known as the interstellar medium. You ever been there?
No, I haven't once. I didn't like the food.
Now, according to one of the authors of the study, the diffuse ISM can be considered as a starting point for the chemical process that ultimately gives rise to planets and life.
Going to say
This is pretty interesting.
This is the early stages of the formation of planets.
Now,
right?
we have a whole lot on this on the front page of our websites at newsradioklbj.com. That's pretty interesting.
We'll
isn't
keep you
it?
posted on
Yeah.
the formation of these planets.
Have you ever done an Airbnb? You ever done that?
I have not.
We've done it many times, and
Have not.
and we love it. We actually prefer it over a hotel.
I mean, I've rented a home like down in Port Aransas, but I've never done what is known as an Airbnb. No.
You have rented a home on the beach, but
Yeah,
you just didn't use the Airbnb
Well,
app to do it.
These were simply rental homes.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So you have done it. You have done it in a way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a few extra dollars in your bank account this summer, you can rent an island in Tahiti for $1 million a week.
Oh, I've done that.
On Tuesday, Airbnb launched Airbnb Lux. It's 2,000 of the world's most lavish homes and locations that you can rent for vacation. It's going to cost, though, big time. Yeah, the average listing runs about $14,000 a week. There are mansions, there are castles, there are entire islands that are available for you to rent out.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Speaking of islands, the $1 million a week Tahitian getaway is definitely a family and friends kind of trip. The private getaway includes 21 guest suites and a 50-person staff. All of that is included. That's pretty interesting. And it'll be big business for
$1 million
Airbnb.
a week. Well, yeah, you get enough people, you split that up, and you can do it. Take 21 of your best friends or favorite family, you can get it done. No
Absolutely,
big deal.
it is, and all that stuff. Check this out: a rural Alabama car dealership is giving away a Bible, a 12-gauge shotgun, and an American flag with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. It's part of their 4th of July holiday celebration.
Yes. Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, Chatham Ford, a dealership in Chatham, Alabama. The video went viral. God, Guns, and Freedom. That's what they call the campaign, running until July the 31st. The dealership's general manager, Colby Palmer, He talks about the offer in a Facebook video that has now been seen almost 100,000 views. In the video, Palmer, he cocks his rifle in one hand and holds the Bible in the other hand and has the flag hanging on the back of a pickup truck. You come buy a new vehicle here at Chatham Ford, where we stack them deep and sell them cheap. We're going to give you a Bible, a flag, and a shotgun. It's beautiful, man.
What kind of cars are they selling?
They sell all kinds of pickup trucks.
Yeah.
So they got the F-150, the 250, the 350 pickups. He says, just come on down and talk with one of our automotive relationship counselors, and we'll put you in a ride. You can ride with pride.
We're not only selling cars, we're selling friendship, and we put a little Jesus and bullets in there for you as well. Come
Chatham
see us.
Ford. Every purchase, you get a Bible, a shotgun, and a flag.
Shop us, you'll save.
There you go.
Come see us.
He says the sales team came up with a promotional idea aligned with his town's values. It's a safe community, he says. They're very proud of their country, and almost everybody here loves to hunt.
You know, it's a marketing angle that will work in that neck of the woods.
I mean, there have been a few other dealerships have done the same thing. You know, it's an interesting some people have a problem with it. You don't get the shotgun there. They're on site.
No, they don't have. No, your sales, your relationship expert is not going to go in the back and get the gun out of the locker in the back. No, it's not. They don't have them in a box back there.
No.
Maybe the Bibles. They might have a stack of Bibles back there ready for you.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
With the shotgun, you got to go down to a nearby gun shop.
You got to work for it a little.
You got to go through the background
Yeah.
check, everything you got to do to legally purchase that gun, and then and there you go.
But you're going to be showing up to do that in a brand new Chevy.
It's a Ford, Don.
Or Ford.
It's a Ford dealership.
It's a Ford dealership.
Yeah, it's a Ford dealership.
Okay. It's not a Chevy dealership
It's
at
not.
all.
It's not.
No.
Chevy wouldn't do this.
No. Would they? No, probably not. Well, good for them. I'm sure it's going to work in that neck of the woods. I don't think if you want a car, you're not going to let it. If you have a problem with Bible and guns, you're not going to let that get in front of you.
No, absolutely not.
No, once you go down that road, you're going to do whatever it takes.
Is there a problem here? 512-836-0590. I think some people might have a problem with
You
this.
probably don't have to accept the Bible or the gun if you don't want it. It's probably not forced upon you.
No.
If you would rather let someone else take that, and you can say, thank you so much. It's nice of you to offer that gun with my car, but I'll just take the four wheels and the steering wheel. Thank you.
How about this substitute teacher that's been fired from the El Campo High School? This is in El Campo, Texas.
Okay.
How far away is El Campo? Is that deep South Texas?
It's
never been to El Campo.
Yeah,
Not quite sure where it is.
It's kind of in the Houston area.
Well, this teacher was fired after she uploaded several videos of her touching herself inappropriately inside the school, and she was uploading these videos to a porn site. Yeah, according to KPRC, the woman who had been with the district for about 3 months was fired, although no charges have been filed. El Campo Police Chief Terry Stamphill, he says we can't find a law that she violated. He says he consulted with the district attorney's office, and it couldn't be determined that she had broken any laws.
Well, apparently when she did this, there was no one else around, so it wasn't like indecent exposure or any. She wasn't exposing herself to students. It's something that she was doing alone at school, but holding a video camera up to it while she did it.
Right.
And sharing that with the world. That was the decision she made. Not only, I'm not only going to teach kids, but I'm going to film a little bit of porn on my own time while I'm here. Very interesting decision made on her part.
That's her side hustle.
That is her side hustle.
Well, the videos are said to have been filmed inside the classroom in the teacher workroom. El Campo Independent School District officials say she appeared to be alone with no students around. If she accessed the porn site while on campus, that's a problem. That's a reason to fire her, right? Well, there's plenty of reasons to fire her.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but if she accessed the porn site on campus, is that a violation of law? I don't know if it's a violation of law. It's definitely a violation of school policy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think there probably is a policy to not film yourself touching yourself during school hours.
Conduct unbecoming. It's definitely she should be
fired.
fired.
There's no question. But has she broken a law? It doesn't look like she has broken any law whatsoever.
I'm glad she's revealed herself, and she's
literally
gone, that's for sure.
Literally, she revealed herself.
Here's what the district says. The district is aware of an improper criminal incident involving a substitute teacher that occurred on campus. Well, the district feels as if it was a criminal incident, but the police chief doesn't. The incident involved a single teacher No student, other district staff were involved. The district has terminated the substitute employment and is seeking legal advice on this specific incident. The district continues to hold safety as the top priority.
I mean, we hear inappropriate teacher stories all the time now, but this is some new ground.
Yeah,
for
jump
sure.
in here at 512-836-0590.
Todd and Don Show.
Todd Jeffries here. I want to tell you about my friends at Zero Res. You got dirty carpets? This is who you need to call. Brad at Zero Res. He's a great guy. He's the owner and operator of Zero Res here locally. And you can find them online at zeroresaustin.com. Here's what they do. They will come out to your place and use their patented green-powered water system to clean your carpets and tile. They use zero toxic chemicals, zero detergent, leaving behind zero dirt-attracting residue. So your carpet's going to live longer, stay healthier longer. It's going to be clean longer. As Zero Res, they make the spots and dirty traffic lanes completely disappear. Pet stains, they disappear as well. You got to reach out to Zero Res right now because they have an incredible deal going on. Clean your carpets for the summer. This is a great deal. Ask them about the Todd Jeffries KLBJ special. At Zero Res, they'll come out and clean 3 carpeted rooms for only $119. This process only takes about 45 minutes to an hour. I've seen it with my own eyes. That before and after pictures are truly amazing. You will love Zero Res. The Todd Jeffries special, 3 rooms for $119, plus they'll even throw in 100 square feet of tile that they'll clean for free. Reach Zero Res today. Tell them Todd sent you, 290-9990. That's 290-9990 or online, zeroresaustin.com.
Austin Regional Clinic presents
Class 4, 5, and 6. We're proud to be Austin's business elite dealer. Hurry in to find new roads at I-35 and the Westinghouse exit in Georgetown or DonHewlett.com. Don Hewlett, Texas True.
Shark Burger.
Truck. A Hewlett truck.
839. Todd Jeffries and Don Pryor. President Trump, he tells the Fox Business Network that he's not happy about former special counsel Robert Mueller testifying before Congress.
Well, my reaction is it never ends. We had no obstruction. We had no collusion.
Yeah, there you go. Now, Mueller has agreed to testify publicly before the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees about findings of his reports on the Russian interference in the 2016 elections, which found that Russia interfered to boost the 2016 campaign and drag Hillary down. The report also suggests that the president took multiple steps to interfere with the investigation. This according to Fox News, including asking a former White House counsel to fire the special counsel. A lot of people are asking and wondering, what questions might you have for Robert Mueller? You could join us at 512-836-0590. There's a story here locally that's pretty interesting. Austin Rodeo Austin.
Yes.
It's a big event.
It's
man.
a big one.
Probably one of the biggest, maybe the second biggest rodeo we have in Texas. Is
that
possible?
and the Houston Rodeo, probably
The Houston's
two,
probably
yeah.
the biggest.
Right.
Yeah, it probably is. Well, the former finance manager of Rodeo Austin has been indicted for theft and for his time while he was with the organization. Mark Weston, he's been indicted on theft of property in an amount greater than $300,000. Don't know how much greater, but more than $300,000. That's a first-degree felony. And this carries a punishment of up to 5 to 99 years in prison.
Right. He'll probably do somewhere, but like 7 maybe, something like that, I bet.
Well, according to the Travis County District Attorney's Office, the alleged offense arises from Weston's time as the finance manager for Rodeo Austin. Weston was arrested by the Travis County Sheriff's Office this past Monday. The DA's office says it has no further comment on this pending case. He was stealing from the FAA kids.
Yeah, he was.
That's scholarship money, man.
It's extraordinary.
That's pretty low life, man.
Apparently, they have recovered financially, and that's good. It hasn't killed him, but nonetheless, it's horrible what he did, and this is not an uncommon thing for somebody in that position. They pocket a little bit one time, and they realize they got away with it, and then they do it again, and then it takes on a life of its own, and then they have to spend all their time trying to cover it up, and they always get caught, man. Sooner or later, they get caught.
You would think, though, there'd be better checks and balances when you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars. There'd be multiple eyes on the numbers.
Yeah.
You would think.
I know. But
he's the only one that's been indicted, but I would think that others maybe had the possibility to catch it before it got even worse than it, in the beginning.
It's kind of the stuff that Kim dealt with as far as credit credit unions.
She's a financial investigator.
Yeah, and
she's the smart one in the family.
She dealt with a lot of fraud like this, and believe me, these kind of numbers, $300,000.
That's minor.
That is nothing.
Oh, really?
Really, nothing. But it's just amazing. What always amazed me about the stories was how, once they get going, they just can't stop, and they can't stop, and the lives that they lead on the side. Somebody that might have a $60,000 a year salary, but is buying $1 million properties and things like that, and
drives a new 750 Series I BMW,
and so are all their kids. It's extraordinary, but once it gets going, you can't get out. And
is it safe to say you'll always get caught eventually?
Yes, you do.
Pretty much.
You do. Sooner or later.
It may not be when you're doing it, but down the road, something's going to reveal itself.
Something does. Somebody discovers something, and it never ends well. So it's extraordinary. But like I said, once you get going, it's like you stop and you leave the country, never to be seen again, or you.
I bet usually it's the next person in that job that catches it. The new finance manager?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the situation in this story, but I bet it's the new person that says, hey, you know what, about a year ago,
what is this?
There were some funky checks going out the door for no service. What's going on here?
Exactly, yeah. What's this drawer full of receipts here? What's all this?
Listen, the Democrat B team, actually the Democrat C team, they will be on a stage debating tonight on NBC, MSNBC, and Telemundo. These are the Democrat candidates that nobody cares about whatsoever. Not even Democrats care about them. And it's going to get very exciting this evening.
It is.
Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, the ones that are at the top tier of all the recent polls, they will be debating tomorrow night, which nobody's going to watch either.
Tonight we got Beto. And he's probably the best-known name.
Mr. Skim Milk, Mr. 2% in the polls.
What's his name from San Antonio? What's his name? Any questions?
Well, as you mentioned Beto.
Yeah.
Beto blames President Trump for the deaths of Salvadorian father and a toddler daughter after a harrowing picture emerges of the pair drowning on the banks of the Rio Grande. You've seen this picture circulating.
And I'm sure people are blaming Donald Trump for it.
Beto says Trump is responsible.
You are an absolute, I can't say it.
Moron?
That's not strong enough.
No, it's not. It's really not.
It's not. It doesn't make me feel good to say that.
Well, O'Rourke was scheduled to visit the Child Detention Center in Homestead. Elizabeth Warren announced Tuesday night that she's joining a list of the 2020 candidates who are going to be going to that detention center. She'll travel there and, just see what's going on. Fellow presidential hopeful Eric Swalwell, who's a real lowlife. Eric Swalwell, who gets like 0.0% in the latest polls, he's the kind of guy in the fifth grade. He was that student in the classroom when the teacher walked in. He pointed out all the names of the kids that didn't do their homework.
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Tattletale.
Right. Democrats have expressed some outrage over President Trump's immigration policy since the searing photo of that father and daughter went viral. The two drowned while attempting to illegally cross the U.S. by swimming across the Rio Grande. How was that Trump's fault?
All you have to do is say it is, and that's it.
He made them try to swim.
Yeah, he did. In fact, Trump was standing on the bank, and he said, "Hey, you two, swim over here. I know you can't swim, but come here." And he stood there and let him drown. That is the kind of picture that they want to paint.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it is, and it's a heartbreaking photo. But that's the first thing I thought was, I bet they're going to blame Trump directly for this.
You still see those Beto stickers
around
town?
Yeah, I love it. They're starting to peel and fade a bit, but yeah, they're there.
8:45 and a check on traffic. Here's Melinda.
There's still congestion you're going to have to deal with. Plus, we've got a stalled vehicle off on the right shoulder, 35 southbound, just past Lewis Henna. Reported wrecks.
So the burgers are all bacon and cheese. There's one that doesn't have a bun. So I guess that's supposed to be the keto-friendly one. So did you guys want any?
Trading an odor-free formula supports healthy muscles and joints.
I'm going to hold it for you.
Works fast, and you won't.
What'd you say, Don?
Mostly sunny this morning. Clouds and sun this
afternoon. You might? Okay. I'll hold it aside.
And a high of 90.
We're going to be out at 53. You have GT Distributors. It's not first. It's later in that break. I'll let you know when.
Spots with a high of 92. Partly sunny with a high of 93 on Friday. From the Weather Center, I'm Heather Zayer.
This segment brought to you by Natural BioHealth.
Looking for natural ways to optimize your health and performance? Achieve your goals with Natural BioHealth wellness programs. Now through June, KLBJ listeners will receive 20% off the hormone optimization or weight loss programs.
I just want to remind people, under President Trump, in your opposition.
NaturalBioHealth.com.
847, Todd Jeffries and Don Pryor here on the Todd Don Show in a rare moment of journalism on CNN.
Sure. And so I just want to remind people that under President Trump, the Democrats don't like anything he says about immigration. He's had problems with his own party on immigration. But this particular issue is not new. I just want to go back. This is an interview going back to 2014 with the then Democratic President of the United States. There are some Democrats who come to the table and say Trump created this crisis. This is all about Trump. It may be escalated under Trump. The numbers are certainly higher under Trump. But this has been a problem the United States government has had to figure out a solution to for a very long time.
The problem is that under current law, once those kids come across the border, there's a system in which we're supposed to process them, take care of them, until we can send them back.
So is your message don't come?
Oh, our message absolutely is don't send your children unaccompanied on trains or through a bunch of smugglers. That is our direct message to the families in Central America. Do not send your children to the borders. If they do make it, they'll get sent back.
There you go. That's on CNN last night, just replaying this 2014 interview with Barack Obama. Not to blame Barack Obama for this either, but just to highlight that this is an ongoing problem, and it's not Trump's fault.
No! It was not invented by Donald Trump.
In fact, he may be the first president in about 75 years that's actually made an attempt to fix this problem.
Right. Come on. And this was only 5 years ago. That clip they were playing was 2014, 5 years ago. That's all. That's not a very long time ago. Have people forgotten his nickname, Obama's nickname? The Deporter-in-Chief.
Wow.
The Deporter-in-Chief. It's extraordinary.
There were protests in Austin, people chanting that.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that was played on CNN, I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean,
it was a rare moment of journalism.
It was a rare moment, and I'm sure that he woke up and said, "What just happened?" But there it is.
Listen, I found another version of this story about the Rodeo Austin finance manager, Mark Weston, former financial manager Mark Weston, indicted by the Travis County grand jury, first-degree felony charge. Let's see here. Weston has been accused of he was accused of stealing more than $1 million from Rodeo Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, KXAN first reported back in 2017 on these accusations. This has been going on for quite a while. He signed a legal agreement that year admitting that he used Rodeo Austin money for personal use, misappropriated the funds, and agreed to pay back $850,000 at the time.
Okay.
Now, Rodeo Austin's IRS tax filings a year showed a nonprofit was missing $1.3 million.
Wow.
So he's paid back the $850,000, maybe on the hook for $300,000 and more. It sounds like he needs to go to jail. Yeah.
Big
time.
Yes, absolutely.
So just wanted to update you on that. I got a message there from one of our listeners connected to the story somehow.
Yeah, that's man, that's extraordinary. And I'm glad that they have been able to recover and go on. But he won't be getting jobs at banks in the future. That's for sure.
No. He'll be sorting lumber at Home Depot.
That's
if he's
right.
lucky. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Which is fine.
We're just not going to put you on the register.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You just touch wood. Let me say that in a different way.
Did you hear about the parents that are suing the Austin Aquarium, claiming that Zaboomafoo bit their daughter?
Zaboomafoo?
Yeah. You remember who Zaboomafoo is, right?
I have to plead ignorance here. No,
man. There are many people listening that were just addicted to Zaboomafoo.
Please go on.
The Kratz brothers, twins, they had an animal show.
Okay.
It was a kid's show, maybe, 15, 20 years ago?
All right, I wasn't watching kids' shows.
And they had a lemur named Zaboomafoo.
Okay.
Well, the parents of a 10-year-old girl, they have now sued the Austin Aquarium, claiming its staff failed to prevent a lemur from biting their daughter, and actually gave conflicting information about whether or not this lemur, Zaboomafoo, was actually vaccinated or not. Yeah, the suit filed by the Derma family said the daughter had gone to the Northwest Austin facility for an educational experience when she was bitten.
Goodness gracious.
By the lemur.
And they're cute. They're cute. How could you keep your hands off of a lemur?
I don't know if they're cute or not. They're kind of.
I think they're adorable.
They're kind of smelly looking.
I think they're adorable.
Well, the suit claims the aquarium staff originally told the parents the lemur had been properly vaccinated, but later informed that it had not been. And because of that, the parents say they spent thousands of dollars to ensure their daughter's health was not at risk. I mean, the aquarium should be stepping up, paying some bills, it sounds like.
Well, I guess aquariums are going to have other things other than things that swim in the water, obviously.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
You put an alligator in an aquarium. You put a snake in an aquarium. A turtle lives in an aquarium.
Yeah.
Well, the suit states the aquarium was negligent by failing to keep its premises safe and failing to warn visitors of the possible dangers. It also said the visitors are encouraged to get up close and personal, including touching the lemurs. Aquarium officials did not return calls on this, but in an email to the Derma family soon after the incident, the aquarium said the facility has explicit rules to protect the health and safety of aquarium guests and animals alike. One such rule is that the attendees of the lemur interact must remain seated at all times and should not grab the animals.
Yeah.
Apparently there's some conflict there. Apparently some of the employees were allowing folks to get a little closer to the lemur.
You can't do that.
And when lemurs attack, they attack.
I mean, how long have you and I preached that? Do not grab the lemur and always vaccinate your lemur. We've preached that for years.
You've been talking about that for a long time.
We have, and it's just something I grew up with. That always grew up. It's one of the earliest lessons I can remember from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
It was always, Don, do not grab the lemur. And then he'd always ask, is it vaccinated? And fortunately, usually the case was yes. Typically was the case.
The Todd and Don Show.
Sky Luxury Retirement Living is a